Look at this. Straight rows, happy plants. The plants growing here are probably the happiest plants in Valheim. And I'm here to tell you that you can have happy plants just like these. All planted in nice straight rows. And here's how. First, you need to find a nice and somewhat flat area where you want your field to be. Flatten the area using a hoe. The flatter you make it, the easier it will be to plant and harvest your crops later. Once you've flattened a bit of the area, you can start placing wood beams. I normally use regular wood, but you can use something fancier if you like dark wood or core wood or whatever else they might have added since I recorded this. So I usually start with how many rows I want. I normally pick 8 due to the crop and seed ratio. Let's use the carrot as an example. If you plant a carrot seed, you get a carrot. Pretty basic stuff, right? If you plant a carrot, it turns into a seed carrot, and every seed carrot gives you 3 seeds. So that's 3 rows worth of seeds from every 1 row of seed carrots. That's a total of 4 rows that will give me carrots to eat and new seeds to keep the farm going. So 8 rows just means that I have 2 rows of seed carrots and the rest for carrot seeds. The length of the rows decides the amount of carrots and seeds you'll sow and harvest. The more food you need, the longer rows you'll have to make. In this example, I'm making them 20 meters long. Once you've finished placing all the beams, you might want to make sure the field is flat and that you're satisfied with size and materials used, or if you want to change anything before you continue. Use the cultivator to cultivate the dirt. Make sure the whole field is cultivated. And now we can plant our crops. Aim the crosshair at the middle of the row and activate walk by pushing the C key on PC. I don't know how to walk on consoles, but I'm assuming it's doable somehow. Maybe someone could post how to in the comments. Use the beam as a guide and start walking on or alongside it while planting your crops as close to the middle of the row as possible. You'll find a good click interval after a while. And that's pretty much it. But there's an argument to be made about how much space you waste with this layout. Every row of beams could be replaced with a row of crops. Well, once you master this farm, you can convert it into a more productive one if you want. Just replace the 2-meter row beams with 1-meter beams and add 1-meter standing beams as guides. Do this on both ends of the field. And imagine there's an invisible line that connects the 1-meter guide beams with the beams on the opposite side of the field. And then you try to plant the crops following that imaginary line. Like so. This doesn't have to be perfect, there's still room for error. Just try to be as precise as possible and you should be good. And there you have it. You're now a professional farmer. Hope you found this useful and thank you for watching.